right, we are live. Can everybody hear that okay? Hello everyone, welcome to our July 2025 live lesson. This is an all levels lesson. We're going to be working on I Want to Hold Your Hand by the Beatles. It's hard to compare with a Beatles song. It's always fun to learn a Beatles song, and so much so that we used to basically have people get mad that we've taught too many Beatles songs, but I'm glad to be back with this Beatles song. I Want to Hold Your Hand is a song that I taught to my class in San Francisco a long time ago, back in 2017. We featured it in lots of Beatles jams, and Lenny wanted to put it in this year's UKESPLOSION songbook. So UKESPLOSION, our summer UKESPLOSION 2025 is happening August 3rd in San Francisco. The songbook will be shared very soon, like maybe tomorrow. And I have updated the lesson a little bit with a riff, and also I feel like I have learned to teach better, and I have a better musical understanding. So I have made some improvements, I think, on the chart. So I'll be sharing that today, and we will warm up with last month's lesson, which was on a Mandarin song, "The Moon Represents My Heart," and we sing it in Mandarin, but you can just follow along if you haven't worked on it. It's a review of last month's lesson. You can get to the lesson via the chord chart, via the Patreon post. Yep. And we're doing our warm-ups. Thank you, Christina, for always reminding us to do our warm-ups. You can do a little bit of arm, wrist, finger, hand massage. It's a good way to just wake up these muscles and joints and get us started for the day. We had a Zoom social where we meet on Zoom and get to hang out with folks, other patrons in real life, and chat with them. And so it was nice to see folks over there. And I'm going to go through our chat here, say hi to folks before we get started with the lesson. I see Carissa and from Albuquerque, who was in our chat, in our Zoom social. Wanda from Daytona Beach. John from Southeast Wisconsin. Sheila from Cape Cod, humid Cape Cod. Tom and Chico. Patty says, it's been a while, I'm back. Welcome back. Leslie from Ohio. Good to see you, Leslie. Donna from Pacifica. Jim, Donna, are we going to see you at UKESPLOSION? Jim in Santa Cruz. Michael in Oregon, popping in. Holly in Kansas. Holly, haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Teresa in Torrance. Tina in San Anselmo. Janice in Poway. Jeannie in Ojai. Christina in LA. Shelly is tuning in from my sailing trip around Vancouver Island. Amazing. Cliff in San Francisco. Are we going to see you, Cliff? Amanda in Michigan. Hi, Amanda. Jenny in New York. And New York. Jan said, miss the social today. No worries. Jan is in Oregon. Terry in Greensboro. So much rain. That's been the kind of year, it seems. Bob in Kentucky. Lourdes in Boston. Jenny said, enjoyed the Zoom social until my son decided he needed to do some complicated banking transactions right at that exact moment. Wow, that sounds very advanced. Audrey in Richmond, Cynthia in Monterey, who were in the Zoom social, and got to chat with them about our voice workshop. We're doing the July Voice Intensive. It's been really fun to see lots of people in that the Zoom lessons, and also see people's voice homeworks. And yeah, you can also incorporate some breathing warm up right now, just taking your time to take deep breaths and see if you can expand your voice, use them as we are working on our songs. Nancy from Boiling Hot, Connecticut. Oof, yeah. You know, I'm grateful to be in Hawaii, where it is consistently 70s and 80s year round. It's pretty nice. Okay, Rosemary in Central Kansas. Welcome, Rosemary. Is it your first time? If you are new, and for anybody, if you're new to Patreon, new to our live events, feel free to let us know in the chat. Love to know that. And if you're new to playing ukulele, let us know that as well. It's always great to know what levels we have in the class. That's why I do these shout outs in the beginning. I like to know who's here, you know. It helps me as a teacher know what kind of levels we're working with, and who's the regulars, you know, who I know what levels they're at, especially for my 100-dayers, people who participate in the 100 Days of Ukulele Project. I get to watch them over time and know what level they're at. But if you're brand new, you can let me know, and we'll make sure that we get all your questions answered. Feel free to post questions in the chat, and moderators or your fellow patrons or can answer your questions, or I can answer them when we get to little breaks in the lesson. We have Kate from Bellingham. Yeah, we have Nancy from the Hamptons. Oh, hopefully it's cooler out there. Annette in Charleston. Janet in also on Vancouver Island. Betty Bubbs in Las Vegas. House of Crazy in Illinois. David in Maryland's Eastern Shore has our Fab Four crabs. I like that. Okay, let's see where we're at. Polixeni in Kihei, Maui. Back in Maui. Awesome. Okay. Terry said one of my groups wants to learn this song, so timely. Great. Awesome. Jenny said was talking with New York Uke Squad about doing an all Beatles jam soon. It seems like it might be time for that. It's been a while. I was watching the Beatles jam. I don't know if some of you saw that, the live stream that I did with Lenny. I linked it as something that you could follow for the play along, and it's just so fun. The Beatles songs, you can really jam them, so yeah, I think we can bring that back around soon. Joe in Delaware, Lee in Atlanta, Brenda in Oregon, in Eugene, Oregon. Doris says aloha. Phil in Kamano Island. Lots of folks today. Yay. Let's see. Joe said good times at the Midwest Uke and Harmonica Camp. Awesome. Holly said I recently retired, so I have lots more time to focus on uke now. Mary Susan Chen says first time live from Chicagoland. All right, great to see you. Donna said I'll be at UKESPLOSION with a bunch of my coastside strummers. Oh, awesome. Who joined the Aloha Uke Squad meetups at Sports Basement. Yes, so on August 2nd, the day before UKESPLOSION, Aloha Uke Squad will be hosting an event at Sports Basement. So if you're coming to San Francisco for the event, you can get more UKESPLOSION fun. I won't be there on that Saturday, but the Aloha Uke Squad will be there, and I think Lenny will be there, and maybe even Steven will be able to come and teach something. So yeah, check that out. Aloha Daniel in Michigan. House of Crazy is Suzanne in Illinois. Yeah, okay, let's see. Congrats to Holly. Yeah. What is the irregular, Christina? I'm not sure what that is. Sorry. Beth in Vermont. Yeah. Shelly said Herm has decided to tune up and join today. Awesome. Welcome, Herm. Yes, to Beatles Jam. Brom says beginner, first time. Yeah, I'm glad you were able to pop in for the social. From New Hope. I've been to New Hope. Very cool. Okay, so you said newbie, regulars. Regulars and irregulars. Okay, let's go to our split screen. Oh, that's not split screen. That's my stream window. Okay, so split screen. We're going to start. We'll get to I Want to Hold Your Hand. So the music you can find in the Patreon post. Yeah, if you're pretty new to Patreon, I was talking to Melissa in the Zoom social, and she's having trouble finding stuff, right? So if you go to the Patreon post. You can find the links to these chord charts, and then I try to, at the top of these chord charts, add a link directly to the lesson. Yeah, there will be a play along coming soon. So that's today's new song, and this is last month's song, and there's a link to last month's lesson and a link to the guitar version of this song. Okay, I haven't played this since last month, so we can all review together. And there's a reason I do this review. I think it's good to go back and just check, how do you feel? What do you remember from the lesson from the previous month? And Jenny said the song index is updated as of today. Great. Yeah, so the admins and moderators for Patreon do a great job, have created these resources and helped me to like stay, keep everybody informed about the lessons that I've created, because it's been a lot for me to do that over these past 10 years. And so various folks have helped to create these different resources, including Rich, including Leah, and Christina, and Jenny, and way back when one of the early mods was Eric also. So yeah, so the song index, you'll find the Cynthia Lynn patron song index. That's like, if you go to patreon.com/Cynthia Lynn, then you scroll down, the first pinned post is all about the frequently asked questions, how to use the song index. Jenny made a video on how to use the song index. Please go reference that. There's links to lots of common questions like, where do I find Hotel California? Where's Stairway to Heaven Part 3? So funny. Okay, that's like the top question ever. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's run through our chords here, right? C to E minor, just warming up the chords. F, G7. This is for The Moon Represents My Heart, which in Mandarin is pronounced 月亮代表我的心. And there's, I'm playing that last D minor. It's written out somewhat phonetically here. This is like our romanized phonetics, which is called pinyin, right? So you can kind of read it. 你问我爱你有多深. It's okay if you can't read it, you want to just try to follow along. No one is judging you for your pronunciation. Okay? So you can single strum as we go through this song. So you can see the strumming pattern I have here is emphasizing, right, this 3-beat, which could be split into 4, right? This 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So you can pick all, right? All 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3. That's going to be a little complicated if you haven't done finger picking with me, because I have my own finger picking notation that's a little bit more based on having 4 fingers and 4 strings, more of a classical finger picking style. You can try that, or feel free to just single strum for now as we practice the song, right? The strumming pattern goes with the singing pattern, right? 你问我爱你有多深. Okay? I'm going to pick it. You can strum it. Let's see how we do getting through the song, and do your best on the Mandarin. Okay, ready? Intro, 2, 3, 4, and E minor, F, G7, and C. 你问我爱你有多深 我爱你有几分，我的情也真，我的爱也真，月亮代表我的心。你问我爱你有多深，我爱你有几分，我的情不移，我的爱不变，月亮代表我的心。轻轻的一个吻，已经打动我的心，深深的一段情，叫我思念到如今。你问我爱你有多深，我爱你有几分，你去想一想，你去看一看，月亮代表我的心。Let's just repeat the last line. 你去想一想，你去看一看，月亮代表我的心。So we're going to repeat that intro as the outro. 2, 3, and... And I do this little oohing. And then you can just do a final stroke. Yeah. Okay. This is arguably the most famous Mandarin song, so you might as well get familiar with it. Cynthia's asking, how do you do the Mandarin phonetic spelling of the title? It's in the song here at the end of every verse, right? The moon represents my heart. 月亮代表我的心. Yeah. So that's the same one. Okay, that's how you pronounce it. Okay, so keep working on that one. Maybe one day I have a dream of bringing folks together to sing and play this song. But for right now, let's move on to our featured song, I Want to Hold Your Hand. I mean, does this song need any introduction? I'm going to move. Oh, I'm moving the wrong way. Let me move over a little bit more. Okay. Am I moving the wrong way? I thought I was moving. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. So, yeah, one of the Beatles' most famous songs, and it's really fun to play. It does move super fast. What I love about Beatles songs is the songwriting is so succinct. You can usually get through a song in 2 minutes, right? Lenny was reminding me that at one of our Beatles jams, maybe the second Beatles jam, maybe it was like 2018, we played this. It went by so fast, we were excited. We probably played it in like a minute 50s or something. And people were like, yay, let's do it again. And we were like, really? Okay, so we played it again right there. And then, does anybody remember that? Were you there? You might have watched it live. I'm pretty sure I live streamed that one. Okay. So I taught this back in 2017 to my advanced beginner class in San Francisco, and I felt like at the time it was too difficult to teach to the patrons. And since then, I feel like our Patreon All Levels live song has gotten more and more challenging. It's just about laying out the different levels of the song, right? So to make it beginner friendly, focus on the chords, focus on learning the chord transitions, and we will build up to learning the strums, learning that intro riff, and then learning that additional little picking riff that is super fun to play. So I'll scroll up here so we can see more of, actually we don't need to scroll up yet as we start. Let's start with learning our chords, right? This is a song with lots of nice easy chords. It's always great. Yeah. Okay, so let's go G. Oh no, actually, sorry, we're not starting. Let's start just the chords across the top here. Yeah, I was gonna go right into the song, but let's go chords across the top there. C, just warming it up to the D. All right, am I in tune? Let's tune. Uh-oh, I'm a little flat, so feel free to tune up with me. I was like, I don't think I'm in tune. Okay, I have a little tuner here on the side of the Cynthia and signature ukulele, just mentioning. Which I'm sure, I know a lot of you guys have this ukulele, or some version of this, so yes. If you're looking to upgrade your ukulele, this is the one I perform with, and it's super useful to me. You know, it sounds good. It has a tuner, it has an EQ built in with the electronics. It's just really convenient for me to have, and it's a concert, so okay. Chords here, C, had a little commercial break there. D, to our G, right, to E minor. Okay, here we have our B minor, right? So this is where we get into bar chords. So you don't have to bar the entire fret, but on the second fret, you would use your index finger across those bottom 3 strings and then stretch your other finger over. Well, what I would tell beginners is to stack your middle finger on top of the index finger, right? That you get nice firm grip there, and always remember that you're pulling your arm back against the fretboard, right? So it's not all squeezing with the fingers, you're actually leveraging your arm strength and your back strength. Yep. And then you're going to stretch your ring finger up 2 frets away, right? Sometimes I find beginners wind up trying to squeeze it in right next to it. You have to stretch your fingers so that you're 2 frets away. B minor, okay, and then B7. B7 is fun because B7 is exactly the same shape on top, just 1 string up, 1 set of strings up from the E minor. E minor, B7. And we'll do that transition in the song. Finally, we have our D minor and our A minor. Okay, Cynthia's asking, the rest of the English is not a direct translation. Can you give us, yeah, it's the same translation as in the song, yeah? Okay. We can talk about that later at the end, yeah? Okay, so let's, I'll play through that intro, right? Just so that you can hear that intro. And then we'll do single strums for the verse, okay? So the intro, I think you've heard before. You can give it a try. You can just do down strums. C, C, D, 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 C, C, D, 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 C, C, D, 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 D. Okay? Sing it with me, single strums. Oh, yeah, I'll tell you something. This is what the riff sounds like. Right? To the E minor. I think you'll understand. We'll go over those transitions because that's a little bit harder. All right, let's keep going for now. When I say that something. Riff is totally optional. We'll go over that later as well. E minor. I want to hold your hand. C. I want to hold your hand. That's pretty fast. We'll go through all of this. I want to hold your hand. Okay? Let's keep going. Single strums so that we can establish these chords and chord transitions. Oh, please say to me, riff, E minor, you'll let me be your man. And please say to me, E minor, you'll let me hold your hand. So let's get into the chord transitions here. You can see that this is not, you know, a beginner song. This is not like a song that you can just show to someone and they'll get right away. And the second half of the song is really fast. This last line of the song is quite fast. So take your time with this. And the key thing to learning anything, and I repeat this a lot when we do Mindful Beginner Jam and when we do our Intermediate Jam, where we do a lot of work with I would say tuning, right, to your fingers, your ear, and also with the metronome, so working on tempo and rhythm, right, is that you have to go slowly to build whatever level you're working on, yeah? So as we go through our transitions here, we're going to go through starting with the verse, right? So we go, oh yeah, G. Now when we transition to D, slide that ring finger back 1 fret and then put your other 2 fingers down. Tell you something. That alone, that transition alone, you can spend time working on. G, slide, D, slide back, G, slide, D. And I say slide. I love to encourage people to work on the slide. It should slide so much that you wind up having a groove in your finger, right? You see the grooves in my fingers? Okay, I have permanent calluses. I basically have plastic for the tops of my fingers. Like when I travel and go through customs and they take a fingerprint, they often cannot read anything, and then they have to like on the digital reader, and sometimes they have to actually just do ink because I have plastic fingertips. Yeah, that just happens when you play a lot and you get calluses. But then it makes it easy to slide your finger in that transition. Yeah, anybody else feel those calluses? Okay. All right, starting from the top again. Oh yeah, slide, tell you something. Now you're going to take that ring finger, move it up to the C string, slide it over to your 4th fret for E minor. I think you'll under. And then ring finger to B minor, just jump up to your G string and then take your bar. I think you'll understand. That can take some time to get used to. Again, you have to stretch the fingers so that the ring finger can stretch all the way out. Okay, second line is similar. When I slide to D, say that's something. Let the ring finger jump up. This is a lot of ring finger work. Yeah. So if your ring finger is not strong or flexible yet, that's what you're working on. E minor. I want to hold your, and then all of these fingers come up 1 string. So I would go 1 at a time. Ring finger, right? Then move middle and then index. Want to hold your hand. There's other notes you could go to, but I like to go to that high note. Hand. Okay. Last line, C. I want to hold, right? So C to D is a jump, but you can just easily stretch the 2 fingers, right? Get them to stretch to the D position. Then you just have to move the ring finger. Hold your, now this is our G to D, D to G slide. And then we have our G to E minor pinky trick. Instead of moving all your fingers, you could just add your pinky to create your E minor shape. Yep. So just show that a little closer because that can be hard to understand if you're new. Okay, E minor, G to E minor. Okay, then we go back C. I want to hold your hand. Okay, a lot of that G to D slide. We got that E minor in there. We have a B minor, B7. A lot of stuff going on in something that's like 20 seconds to play, right? So, and that's the beauty of the Beatles songwriting, right? They take you on this journey and you really feel the energy of it, right? So they wrote simpler songs too, but yeah, this is why I love working on the Beatles. It works great on the ukulele because the ukulele, you only have 4 strings, so when there's so much chord movement, you feel like the song can really go somewhere without you having to manufacture something. Okay, let's go to the second verse, right? Single strumming still. See if you can get those transitions cleaner, meaning that you can move from one chord to the next, right? In time with each note sounding really clear. All right, here we go. Oh, please slide, say to me, slide. You'll let me be your man, right? Now we're kind of getting up to speed. If this is too fast for you, take your time and just get there when you get there, you know? Okay, second line. And please slide, say to me, slide E minor. You'll let me hold your hand. Last line. Now let me hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. Okay, that's fast. That's fast. So you can slow it down and work on it. And I was rewatching my class video from 2017. Some of you may have taken that class, yeah, online. That was like when I was just starting to open up my class, my San Francisco classes, to live streaming for the patrons, yeah, for patrons to sign up to take. And in the live class, in the in-person class, I would give people time to work on those transitions, right? So take a little time right now to work on that transition, especially for that last line. Now let me hold your hand. I want to hold your hand, right? That if you've been playing a while, that should come to you pretty easily. Those are pretty common chord transitions, right? Especially if you're playing in this key. If this is newer to you, take your time. C to the D, to the G, to E minor, to the C, to the D, to the D. Okay. So, let's go to our strum. We're going to do island strum, right? So I didn't even write out what island strum was. That I could have done that. Down, down, up, down, up, right? And then we're going to, on the split measure, do 2 swing strums. Okay? So island strum, I like to start working on strums by muting the strings, right? So with the left hand, I wonder if we should take a little breathing break here. So take a second, shake out your hands a little bit. Feel free to pop in the chat, if there's any transitions that are giving you trouble, or you could take some time to just work on those transitions a little more. So just shake it out a bit, or move into working on the strum. With the left hand, you can lightly touch the strings so that when you strum, you get the scratch sound. Okay? So our island strum, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Okay? So the count is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And then when we have this split measure here that I put in brackets, then you go to this swing strum, which is down, down, up, down, down, up. So you could count it as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, right? Or I might just count 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. All right? So this is what I'm prescribing you to play. You can play whatever you want. You can play just down strums, right? Oh yeah, tell you something. That's perfectly fine. If that's that still sounds like the song, you can make your way through that, right? For those of you who know the island strum, you're going to play island strum down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. If you like, you can add a chuck, down, chuck, up, down, chuck, up, chuck, up. Yep. Up to you. For those of you, I know some of you are already jumping ahead to that riff, right? Down, 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 up, down, up. Right, you would add it there. Down, 2, 3, and 4 and. Okay, because I know some people are going to want to go ahead and add that already. You can totally do that if you like. Yeah, the sound with the chucking is great. Like, it just helps drive the beat of the song, right? Oh yeah, I'll tell you something. Okay, so let's try the verse with a slow island strum. Add the chuck if you feel like you can add the chuck. Down, chuck up, chuck up. Yeah. Okay, now slow so that we can get those transitions. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. So you could try just scratching out on this pace. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, chuck up, chuck up, down, chuck up, chuck up, down, chuck up, chuck up, down, chuck up, chuck up. For those who need it broken down a little bit, down, chuck, up, drop your hand, up, chuck, up. Yeah, down, chuck up, chuck up. Shelly says, I tend to be a chucker. I kind of feel like once you're a chucker, you just want to chuck everything, right? So, me too. I'm definitely a chucker. Weena said, first time sliding from G to D, it's great. Yeah, sliding is great. It just makes it so much more stable to do your chord transitions. Okay, let's go that tempo on the verse, okay? Down, chuck up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Oh yeah, I'll tell you something. I think you'll understand when I say that something. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. Okay, so what I'm winding up doing on the swing strums is down, chuck up, right? So C to the D, down, chuck up, G to the E minor, down, chuck up, down, chuck up, down, chuck up. Okay, I probably should update the chart with that designation because the chucks, they're a pretty important part of the sound, yeah? Okay, let's go to the second verse. Same thing, that pace. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Oh, please say to me, you let me be your man, and please slide to me, slide to E minor. You let me hold up to B7. Hey! Down, chuck up, down, chuck up, down, chuck up. I wanna hold your hand. Yeah. So if you can go from the swing strum down, chuck up, and then back to the island strum, that just helps to make those sections a little bit different, right? I wanna hold your down, chuck up, chuck up. Yep. So that's, as you get more advanced, you can make those distinctions, yeah? Okay, let's keep going here. I'm going to slide up so that we can see the rest of the song. I want to hold your hand. Let me see. Okay, I have to shrink it just a little bit here. Let's go to the bridge. Working on our transitions. D minor. And when I touch you, I feel happy inside. Not too bad. D minor. It's such a feeling that my love. Okay, so now we're gonna attempt the intro, which is the same riff, yeah? And the reason why we learn it here is because it goes with the intro. I can't hide is C, C, D. I can't hide, I can't hide, I can't hide. Yeah, you. Okay, so this first part is I can't hide. We'll work on just that. C, C, D. I can't hide. Okay? So it's I can't hide. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't hide. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't hide. 1, 2, 3. The counting is more complicated than this. I'll get into it. But this is the basic, you know, strumming if you're just feeling it, right? I can't hide. That last part. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Yeah, I'll break it down for you with the counts, you know, for those who are interested in it. But the upshot for most people is understanding I can't hide. I can't hide. I can't hide. Yeah, Shelly saying, how about adding a D7? Sure. Oh, yeah, you. Oh, yeah, you. You're welcome to make it a D7, and that would help to build the anticipation. Sure. Hi, Doreen. I see you. Okay. So let's get into just that first part of the bridge going into the intro. You're just going to do down strums for the I can't hide for right now, okay? So we're going to do our island strum on D minor bridge. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, D minor. And when I touch you, I feel happy inside. Nice and slow, D minor. It's such a feeling that my down, down, up. I can't hide. I can't hide. I can't hide. Yeah, you. Okay. If you don't want to count, if you don't feel like counting or the counting's overwhelming for you, right? Then just play like the D and rock it out until we get back to the verse, right? That's fine. In a jam situation, if you were with a bunch of people, that's all you have to do. I can't hide. Yeah, you. Right? Most of us can feel it and not have to count it. But what's happening there, just a quick understanding of it, right, is on this, that my love, you're going one, the down, 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 up, right? You're doing like the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, I can't hide, and then you're doing a 3 and 4 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 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 and 4. Right? There is a count to it, and if you want to try to break down the count for it, you can do it. Yeah, but I'm not going to belabor that here because we can mostly just feel it, and if the slower you play it, the more you'll be able to hear that, right? So let's try it slowly again, and I'll try to count it out for you so that you can feel that. On the bridge, ready? We'll go slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, D. And when I touch you, I feel happy inside. It's such a feeling that my 1, 2, 3, I can't hide it. 2, 1, hide it. 2, I can't hide it. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. That's really hard for me to count. Okay, so that it's such a feeling that my 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and oh yeah you. Okay, it just do your best to try to feel it for now, and if you can pick up on the counts, great, and if not, then don't worry about it. You'll come back around to it eventually, you know. So let's finish out the song. So last verse. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you got that something. I think you'll understand. Oh, and you say that something. E minor. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold B7 hand. I wanna hold your hand. That's called quarter note triplets, where you play 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, even though we're counting in fours, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, ending on the G. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we'll take a second here, shake it out, ask your questions. Carissa said, can I play through the end of the bridge to the intro again? Want to hear the rhythm again? Sure. Lourdes can do the optional riff slowly. Yes, we will totally do that. John said, how do you transition from the D to the riff quickly and seamlessly back? Well, that's called practice. But we'll walk through it so that you know what to practice, yeah? Okay, so I'll go bridge first, slowly. It's such a feeling that my love I can't hide, I can't hide, I can't hide, hey you. Okay, that's the same way that the song starts, right? So going up to the top of the song, right? So on our oh yeah, right? We're counting in 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, right? And 4, and I should say, okay? So you can do down strums, but if you were playing the island strum, you would be doing 1, 2, 3. This would be your up, down, up for the end of the island strum. 1, 2, 3, right? That's your up, down, up. That's the end of your island strum, right? 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. It should really be 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and you could do that actually, like Shelly suggested. We could play 1 D, 4 hits of D, and then 2, like the other 8 hits be D7. You could do that. That might be clearer. I like that idea, right? I don't think that's what happens on the original track, but we could do it here just to make it clear, okay? So let's try the one more time intro. We're counting our 1, 2, 3. Think of it as the beginning of that island strum. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and D and 7. Oh yeah, tell you something. Okay, so that's. We can work on that more if folks want to work on that more. Let me get into that optional riff, and then we can put things together, okay? So, oh yeah, I'll tell you something. What I would do, because the counts are something, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, okay? So it goes right into the E minor, which is actually super convenient and why we can put that riff in there, yeah? Because if you had to move like somewhere far away and get back, that would be a lot harder. This is right there. Oh yeah, I'll tell you something. You could do D chuck. You could do that. 1, 2. You can do 2 hits. 1, 2. And then I'm just picking with my index finger. 2 and 3, 3 and 4 and I'm just using my 3 fingers, right, on the 1, 2, 3 frets, the 1st, 2nd, 3rd fret of that C string, and then sliding to that E minor. Okay, that E minor to B minor is not easy. Okay, Carissa saying ring finger is the last note, slide it up 1 fret to anchor it. Yep, yes, yeah. And Weena was saying, I'm using pinky for the C on the intro. Yeah, you can do that. C, C, D. If that's easier for you to use the pinky, you can do that. Practicing is important. I'm having trouble getting from the riff to the E minor. Oh, yeah. I think I mentioned that about the sliding. Okay. Okay. So we can do that part slowly. Yeah, the silent beginning of the island strum. That's something that I only figured out going back into it this time around, right? 1, 2, 3, right? So that's why for the intro here, I also put these strum marks at the top because repeat this a lot as well. Now the right hand is not just about doing a strum up or down. It's that actually we're always going down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That is just what our right hand does to keep time. It's some variation of down and up, right? So if you're doing the island strum, up, down, up, right? Your hand is just keeping that rhythm going, right? Then your those spaces where you're missing, let's say you're down, right? You're able to keep that time. It's like in the island strum where we drop the hand. You're able to keep that time because your hand will drop. Up, down, up, drop. Up, down, up, drop. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Shelly, I like that move to D7. I think it is clearer that way, yeah? And then we'll add the chuck once we get to the verse. There's no chucking before you get there, okay? So we'll go over that one more time, and then we'll go over that riff again, okay? So over the intro one more time. Ready? Okay, nice and slow. We'll see if we can feel that drop of the count. Ready? 1, 2. So feel the island strum. Sorry. We'll count first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I missed it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Drop. And 4 and 1 and 2 and oh yeah. Let's do that one more time, okay? Right? Try to feel that the consistency of this down, up, down, up. Okay, ready? We'll go. I'll count it first, and then we'll do our little island strum. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Oh yeah, tell you something. Okay, so let's walk through that riff slowly, okay? Really slow. If we go 1, 2, oh yeah, tell you something, 2, 3 and 4 and I think you'll understand when I say that some 2, 3 and 4 and I wanna hold your hand. Okay, let's do that one more time, right? Is that speed helping? Go slower, you know? You can always walk yourself through slower. Okay, ready? We'll go 1, 2, oh, 1, 2, oh yeah. Tell you something, 2, 3 and 4 and I think you'll understand when I say that 1, 2, 3 and 4 and I wanna hold your hand. Let's keep going. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. Oh, please say to me, let me be your man. And please say to me, you'll let me hold your hand. Now let me hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. Why don't we keep going? We'll try to do. And when I touch you, I feel happy inside. Right? Try to do that island strum into the riff. It's such a feeling that my down, down, down. I get high, I get high, I get high. Oh yeah, you got that something. 2, 3 and 4 and I think you'll understand when I say that something. 2, 3 and 4 and I wanna can just slow it down there, but technically it's fitting in those 6 beats, the triplet beats, into where you would normally have 8 beats, right? So it's a little slower. Bum, 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 bum. That's me pounding out the ring. Yes. Okay, so we have a few minutes. Let's try playing this faster, okay? So take your time, take a second, and warm it up, and just give yourself some grace to mess up. All right, it's you know, the original song is a lot faster than what we've been practicing, so you want to build up to that speed. Okay, all right, are we ready? All right, shake it out a little bit, take some breaths. If you can sing it too, then more power to you, okay? All right, so I'll give a count. I'll do a 1, 2, and then a 1, 2, 3 becomes your island strum, okay? We won't go that fast, but we'll try to do something that feels closer to the song, okay? Ready? 1, I'll give you 1, 2. 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3. Okay, how did that go? It's very fast, but I think it's doable. Take your time, practice with it. Let me know if you have any last comments, questions. I'll take questions and then we'll wrap up there for today. Bob did mention Will in the comments, and for those who may not have heard, one of our 100-dayers who's very active in the community, patron for a long time, Will Peralta, he suddenly passed away, and it was such a shock to hear about his passing. A lot of 100-dayers have been sharing their tributes to him, and Christina posted on the 100 days about doing a tribute for Will on the day of his service, which is July 23rd. So if you would like to post a tribute, go over to the 100 Days group, and we'd love to see you share something. He was such an active and enthusiastic member of the ukulele community, and a lot of folks will miss him and have shared their thoughts about him. He was at one of my first shows in Huntington Beach at Island Bazaar, and I remember it's here, this tied uke, the one with with all of the etchings. Well, he had bought my signature ukulele, but he was always wanting to buy this ukulele from me. So for years and years, I mean, that show was what, back in, I think, 2017 time. But yeah, for years he would ask me to like, just joke with me about trying to get that uke from me. So we're so sorry to hear about Will's passing, and so please do share a tribute if if you feel moved to do that. Yeah. Okay. Any last questions about this song? Let's see. Yeah. Good. I'm glad folks like this. I mean, it's hard to beat a Beatles song, especially one that's this fun, and this one has so much to work on, and I imagine lots of you will be working on it, and if not, sharing it with us this year in next year's 100 days. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. And so I hope to see folks at UKESPLOSION as well. And if not at UKESPLOSION, I'll be going over the songbook at some point, maybe with the intermediates, or maybe a whole separate event to go over the UKESPLOSION songbook. Yay. All right. Yeah. Lisa, I remember seeing them perform this on the Ed Sullivan Show. Wow, that's great. Super fun. That must have been a time. I just remember the screaming being very loud. Okay, everyone, have a wonderful rest of your day. Aloha to you all, and happy practicing. See you at UKESPLOSION. Keep working on that riff and that intro. There are lots of things, lots of fun things. All right, everyone. Mwah. Ciao. Burr, 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 burr.